Oh, it's a Barry. Oh! Bloody barra. Ow! Spikey! Get back in the water. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, there we go. Oh, oh, flash on it. Oi! Oi! I got him! Oh, he's a good one too! Oh dear, spot lock there. Ugh. Look, there's times when colour makes all the difference in the world, and today's one of those days where I've thrown quite a few different colours today, and this orange has just outfished everything today. So it's just a fluoro orange paddle prawn, no different to anything else, but with the green Protect powder coat on it. Just in this water when it's a bit murky, it just works a treat. But it doesn't work every time. This is what I mean. You've got to swap it around. You've got to have options. You know, you've got to have, if one colour's not producing and you know there's fish there, then you've got to have the inclination to want to experiment and find out exactly what it is that's getting the attention of the fish. Sometimes it's one colour, other times it's another. So I know the radioactive rooster is one of the, in the atomic prongs, is an all-rounder, you know, like it seems to work in a lot of different colours. So does that, so does that Lumo in the paddle prawns. You know, they're just two consistent producers, but they don't always produce. So it's quite important to have options on hand. Oh, oh, bloody barra. Oh, no it wasn't, it was a salmon. Huh. Not a real salmon fan anyway. Oh. Another thing I'll tell you about this rod is it's not cheap. It's a Samurai Infinite, which is about as good as rods get, but you don't get good quality rods for the same price as a little kids combo, you know, like, and justifying it comes down to how much you fish and everyone's budget. So my budget's not real big, but I fish a lot, and I've got to use tools that will do exactly what I need them to do, and for the style of fishing that I'm doing, like this skip casting and little gentle presentations like that, that's, you know, you've got to use a rod that'll do it. And the other rod that I use for it, apart from the Infinites, is the Samurai Refraction, and I've got a few different models for that. I've got the 20 pound one for the bigger barra stuff, and then I've got the little 12 to 16 that I use for skipping and plastics and the close range stuff. The same deal, super fast tapered tips, just allow me to do exactly what I need it to do. Just a bit on the rod, I get asked a lot about the rods I'm using for this sort of stuff. This is a 8 to 12, I think it is. Hang on, 8 to 16 pound Samurai Infinite, and it's got that nice tip where you can sort of just load it with load it with minimal weight, and it'll cast a mile for you, you know, like, but it's still got enough guts. That's the thing, it's still got enough guts if you hook a fish in tight cover to short pump them, like that, to be able to short pump them out, you know, like little baby barra. So he was never going to be too much of a challenge, but it's those bigger jacks. You know, like if you hook a bigger jack somewhere like that, you've got to have enough guts in the bottom of the rod, in this part of the rod here, this part of the rod, to fight a fish. And I know for a skipping rod, it's a fairly long rod for a skipping rod, but because the tip is so sensitive and folds under so little weight with so little effort, it means that I'm able to roll the tip around on top of itself and shoot the lure at a low trajectory like that. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Good boy. Oh, nice barra.
That's a big barra.
Mm.
Look what he's fed up.
You spin it? No, eh? He'd be legal size, but we'll let him go, eh? Big barra there.
I'm ready.
It's really important. You can see how good the penetration is on these hooks here. It goes straight through bone. That's a really important thing as far as a positive hookup goes. If you're trying to drive a hook home and it's just not penetrating for you, then you're going to have serious issues as far as not only hooking fish, but keeping them on after you've hooked them. So make sure that you use a good hook no matter what. And these things here, a lot of people will say that they'll hit it hard enough to set the hook themselves, but no fish does that. You've got to still set the hook. Oh, yep. Oh, he's a good fish. Oh, Jesus. Oh, look at this, Stan. Grab the net ready, mate.
Oh.
Hang on. He's a cracker. Have the net ready anyway, buddy. He's a cracking fish, mate. That's the one where, oh, he's spitting up crabs. Hey. Good one.